He's not the best at titles. He's not the best at NBA.
It's gonna be live things when we're doing live reactions to music. Yes, sir. Yes, I coming in with that big noise. How we feeling tonight?
Bigger than 5.
I'm glad to be back, bro. I'm glad to be back. It's NBA playoffs.
Bigger than 5.
You know what I mean? The mood is right. It's time to pod, bro. I'm glad.
Bigger than 5.
Hey, they said this what you coming out with, dog. This your anthem right here, G.
Court, child support, Lou Dort. Bigger than 5.
Lakers in 5, you ready now?
Lakers in 5, bro. That mug is a hit, bro. That mug is a hit.
Yes, sir, dog. We are live in the building, though, man. We are live in the building. It feels good to be live in the building, man. It's your boy Word back at it again on the What's the Word channel with Word of Clarity in the building. This is not What's the Word, bro. This is the Word of Clarity. Hey, when you got too many things going on, when you got all them different channels, you like, hold on, which one is it, bro? Anyway, man, back at it again with back at it again with my boy Kenny G, man. Feel good to be live back in the building, man. This is episode 29. Make some noise for that. But yeah, man, how we feeling, man? Been a little minute since the last one, not too long. We ain't stay out the studio too long. So what's been popping with you, G?
Yeah. Nah, I've been peeping the playoffs. I've been getting excited for what we got basketball wise.
Yeah,
been peeping into the culture. I've just been locked in. I've actually been. We don't cover it much on this show, but I've actually been looking over the NFL draft, which is Thursday. So you know, seeing where my boy Shador Sanders is gonna go. I'm a football fan, so I'm loving that. Well. I just been tapping in, man. All things sports, man. Been watching a little boxing. Boot tennis, you know, we handled business the other night, so yeah.
Been watching tennis? Now, hold on now. Did you say you've been watching tennis, dog?
No, my bad. I said boots tennis.
I'm about to say, now hold on. Watching tennis? Honestly, bro, I ain't even got to. I wouldn't be mad. I was actually a consistent tennis watcher for quite some time when Roger Federer and Nadal was going at it. I was in it when them cats was at the peak of that mug, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You was locked in.
Oh yeah, Federer, bro. They showdowns was different, bro. I mean, bro. I honestly, that like outside of the sports that I grew up naturally gifted to play, that was the one sport I wouldn't have mind trying to go out and play. Actually, bro.
And tennis takes a lot of skill. I will say this, bro. Recently, probably like a month to a month and a half ago, I did something I've probably never done, which is golf. I went golfing with a bunch of dudes.
Yeah.
And what I realized is like, we be trying to play golf and play sports like tennis and stuff like that. Like, whatever these sports, who's watching that, this, and the third.
Yeah.
Like, nah. That's no joke. The level of skill it takes to be nice in a sport like that is different.
It's different.
It's different, bro.
Yeah. It's different, man. Your boy Kyle, he may pull up later on. You know, he think he's the ultimate golfer, bro.
Yeah.
That boy started a whole golf club, bro.
Did he really?
Yeah, bro. He got a whole page, him and his fraternity. Like that, they try to start some, big time in the black community. So trying to get more young black fellas into that type of sport. So it's a good little angle with Nice that he probably could tap into. We keep it up for sure.
Yeah, I mean, golf is different because, not to jump too far in this, but it's anti-intuitive. Like, swinging a bat feels natural, but swinging a golf club takes some getting used to.
Oh yeah.
So learning that is a difference, but that's really dope, man. I love what Kyle's doing. That's what's up.
Yeah, he been killing it for a little minute, dog. You mentioned the NFL draft. Yeah, that NFL draft it's crazy. Like, bro, I actually, like, the company I work for, we be talking about a lot of the clients, like a lot of the players as potential clients. And the Cam Ward is one of those guys that we in conversation with. And I think I want to say he's slated to go number 1, right?
Number one, Tennessee. Yeah, he that's pretty much a done deal. They've already talked about it, but they just trying to keep it under wraps. But it's done. It's done, bro.
Yeah, did Shador, is he still in the top 10 or is he falling further in the mock draft now?
I have no idea what's happening. You know, when I've been tapping into draft pundits and stuff like that,
yeah.
Stephen A, I think, made the greatest point of like, yo, this man hasn't played football in 4 months. And when the season finished, he was a top 3 pick. Now he's late first round. How? What are we doing?
Did he not? What did his combine look like? Like, how did he perform in that?
So he did what all the top level QBs do. He didn't throw until his pro day. So he does like an individual workout, and it was fine. The pro day was fine. It was nationally televised on ESPN.
Yeah.
You know, all the dogs is out there. He had the ice on. You know what I'm saying? He threw the ball well. You know, what's the problem? Like, let my man cook. But what I will say is this. I'm hoping and hopefully by the time cats really like tap into the pod to see this episode, hopefully I'm right. But my mind tells me he's going to be a Pittsburgh Steeler. So if he ends up being a Pittsburgh Steeler over there, that's going to be fire. Black quarterback, black coach, dope culture, winning team, DK Metcalf to throw the ball to now over in Pittsburgh. Yeah. Like, that would be a great look for that young dude. And bringing that level of flash, flair, swag to that team, fire. I love that. So hopefully that happens. Hopefully the young fella's a Pittsburgh Steeler. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, man. We'll seg that way right into your boy Josh Allen. I didn't even know this. His girlfriend was actually the co-star in that new Sinners movie. Haley Steinfeld, I want to say is her name. I didn't know that. Apparently she's a singer as well. And she's pretty stellar as well, I must say myself. Yeah, bro. She looks amazing, but more importantly, she actually did a great job in that new movie, Sinners, directed by Ryan Coogler, starring Michael B. Jordan. I got a chance to see that over the weekend. It was quite the movie. Like, I was surprised. I've never seen a movie have 100% Rotten Tomato score from the critics. Insanity, bro. And so, yeah, I watched that, bro. It was like a group of me and my friends. And it's a 2-hour, 20-minute movie or so. And, yeah, man, if you haven't seen that, you must go and check it out. Opening week, it came out number 1 in the box office with 48 million domestic, 63 million globally. That's quite astonishing. I know I seen a Variety article saying like the entire budget was 90 mil. And so they was kind of trying to throw a dark cloud over the success. I'm like, look, man, what's really going on? Do they got it out for Michael B. Ryan over there? Like, craziness. But honestly, that movie is going to get ran back quite a bit. Like, I'm going this week for a second time already. And I know it's a lot of people that's probably going to do the same because Ryan Coogler put out several different versions as far as like the way it was shot. And there are multiple alternative endings as well. So, yeah, man. It's one of the ones.
Wow, it's like that.
Oh, it's like that. You know, like at the end of the Marvel movies where there's like an additional scene after the credits? Yeah, so that's the same.
Post-credit scene.
Yeah, post-credit scene. He got a couple of those at the end. And this is not really a spoiler alert. This is really information for people to go and take in once they see. Stay like an extra 20 minutes because it's actually 2 of them. I missed the second one. So like the credits roll, and then there's one, and then more credits roll, and then there's another. So yeah, he really put his foot in this one, bro. Like, yeah,
I'm
bro.
feeling that.
Yeah, this is different, that. Bro. It's some stuff that like only a black nigga would do. You know what I mean? Like I felt the blackness in this direction, bro. Pause.
Yeah. You know
what I'm saying?
Listen,
like even
Coogler.
Oh yeah.
Coogler used that boy Michael B. Jordan more than anybody else, bro.
Oh yeah.
He tapped in with Michael B. heavy. Everything they do is gold.
Yeah,
so
bro.
I love
I love it. You talking about Creed, you talking about Fruitvale Station, you talking about Black Panther, now you got this, like, yeah. It's definitely different with them, man, but it's dope to see black brothers like that, you know, kill it, especially at the highest of levels, which is the great, like, it's dope to see that on any level, but at the highest, when you in the same rooms with, you know, the Christopher Nolan's, which is actually Ryan Coogler's mentor, crazy. Like, I didn't even know that until recently. Like, that was crazy.
Me either.
So it's dope to see that for them, man. So definitely a round of applause and much respect to them brothers, man. But in other news, we got some major news happening, man, from one of the biggest, if not, now I ain't gonna say the big man, he may be. Your boy, Shannon Sharpe, man, is making more headways, bro.
The music is killing you, bro.
You got this coming out early this morning, man. Shannon Sharpe accused of, bro, anally raping woman in a lawsuit. This is asinine right here, bro. I mean, I was like, is Cat serious? This can't be true, bro. Right? This can't be true. Shannon Sharpe sued by Houston-based attorney Tony Busby, $50 million in sexual assault. So, this was like in 8 a.m. in the morning. Your boy, this comes out. I'm not. The first person I seen this mug put it out was your boy DJ Academics. You know DJ Academics be on everything. He put it on. He be on everything. But the official article that I actually went and checked out was by CNN, and some of the details in here was, bro. Some of this stuff was just asinine. What I seen, bro. Like, let me put it up right quick.
Bro, Shannon, bro, what?
Yeah.
See, this is what you get. This is what you get for bragging about how you a freak all the time. You gotta relax with that rhetoric, dog.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
1,000%.
It's cool until it's not, bro. You know what I mean? And it's like, here you go.
1,000%, bro.
Real quick, while we working on getting the details, because we about to get them. Yeah. You know, Tony Busby's known for these types of lawsuits. Jay-Z's still looking for Tony Busby, bro. You know what I'm saying? Due to them last allegations he was behind. So, you know, I'm a reserve judgment before I go too crazy on Shannon, because I don't know. Anytime I see that name Tony Busby, you know, lawyer-wise, I'm just not sure. It could be real. It could not be. But give us the word.
Yeah, man. So, you know, former NFL star tight end Shannon Sharpe has been accused of multiple instances of assault, sexual assault, battery. I didn't even know. Yeah, see, I didn't even know all these charges was even being there. I thought it was just simply like one or two. But instances of assault, sexual assault, battery, and sexual battery in lawsuit filed Sunday by an anonymous woman and her attorneys. Sharpe's legal representatives called the lawsuit an attempted takedown. That's key right there. An attempted takedown. Reason why that's key is because I think last week, Buddy just got like signed a TV deal worth 100 M's. And he signed it. Apparently that was with either a TV deal or a podcast deal, I want to say. And apparently Colin Coherd, right? The dude on FS1 is the one that cut the deal. I didn't even know he even had, you know, that type of renownness when it came to,
He's behind the volume. That's why.
Is he?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
I see why he be saying them crazy takes. Who else he got?
He's got that show. He's got Draymond's joint. Okay. He's the one signing all of those. That dude I really like that talks basketball, white dude, real cold with it, who be up to like the analytics and stuff. I think I sent you a video or two of his back in the day. Nah, not Nick Wright. He's a podcast guy, this dude I'm talking about. Okay. And he's real cold with like the cold hard analytics, the cold hard statistical breakdowns. Like he's fire. He's on the volume as well. But Colin Cowherd is behind the volume. So that's how he's able to come up with all the bread, because that him, I think, and a couple other investors, you know, that's their thing.
Yeah, when I seen his name come across the top, I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I just thought he was just, you know, another guy on FS1. I know he been there for some time, but this explains why he be saying the takes like they the gospel. Like he be making takes like they the pure gospel, bro. I be like, yeah, now come on now. I understand why he got that type of level of just, I ain't gonna say arrogance, but boldness on some of those takes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. He talked like that because he feel like not only am I the guy, but I got 100 M's behind me easy.
Oh yeah.
So
easy.
like Fox can't get rid of me. Nobody can silence me. I'm that guy. Stop playing with me.
Oh yeah. You handing out Shannon 100 M's? I mean, like Shannon though, but because what was his ESPN deal? 80. What was it? Was it 85 or am I mistaken? What was it? Something crazy?
No, it was something nice. I don't know exactly, but I know it was something nice. He didn't get that Stephen A though. Stephen A got an NBA max contract for being on ESPN. That was crazy. I ain't never seen that.
Hey, bro, them niggas getting. Hey, them niggas getting, bro. They getting money more than the players right now, bro.
Right.
Straight up.
Stephen A make more than 75% of the NBA. Can you believe that? Dog, come on, bro.
Yo, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah. I ain't lying with you.
Yeah, dog. These TV analysts, bro, they getting bread, dog. But to think that he getting that bread, and then they still separately got their own independent bags. When you talk about their podcast, their YouTube, I would imagine there's some type of negotiations going on with that, like the type of money that they could touch versus what's like included in the contract. But I mean, still, it's the amount of money and what's being monetized out here is crazy, bro. Like, I only can imagine, dog.
Yeah.
But anyways, man, this dude, apparently this lady is suing Shannon for 50 M's. I believe her name was Gabrielle Zugina, something like that. I couldn't find a picture of this lady. Like, I couldn't find a picture of the lady, bro. They must have scrubbed the internet entirely before they went forward with this move. And apparently she's 20 years old. But, bro, did you see the response from your boy?
I ain't see the response. Bro. I see the clips. I ain't see the response, though. Let's get to the response. What we doing?
Bro, let me pull up these. No, they're not. I guess they wasn't text messages, but he pulled out documents where he stated what was in the text messages, bro. They are, bro. Let me just see if I can screenshot them because I almost can't even read them. They so hilarious, bro. Like I almost can't even read them, bro. I'ma just like literally screenshot this first one and you just gonna cry, bro. Oh my God. Watch this, bro.
Man, dog.
Watch this
what's
right
happening,
here,
bro. This is crazy.
I'm telling you, bro, this mug is straight up asinine, dog. Here it is right here. Look at the first line up here, bro. Can you see it? Bro.
This is nuts, dog.
It only gets crazier, bro. Let me show another one for you that got like several of them back to back, bro. Yeah, here we go.
Shannon, here bro. What you got going on, bro?
Here it is right here, dog. Yeah, we got to get some reactions to some of this mess, bro. This is ridiculous, dog. Check this one out right here. Hold up. Check this one out right here. Look at how you looking, bro.
He already laughing.
Yeah, this mud. Check this out. Hold up. Look at the lines.
Oh no.
Yeah, bro.
Oh no.
Bro.
We can't even get us to the pod. I can't even repeat. Y'all just gotta read. Like
they just gotta read. I want to put my tongue in your a-hole and marry you? What? This is crazy.
Bro, only if you put some gravy in me is wild.
Put a leech on me, bro. Yeah, bro, it was, I mean, I haven't.
Wait a minute. Sharpe. Sir, what do you got going on?
What does he got going on? Well, apparently they met in a gym somewhere in LA in 2023 when this went down. Say it one time.
20.
She's 20.
She's 20 in 2025.
Now, I don't know if they mean at the time she was 20 in 2023, right?
Okay.
I don't know, right. But you know, I didn't dive all the way into the level of the details, but I seen that she apparently was 20 maybe back then. I'm assuming. So
I was about to say the details get that much more
juicy.
It becomes even more nasty work if she's 17 while you're doing this. This is nuts. You need,
Yeah,
you
bro.
need to come back to life. I don't know what you got going on over there, boy, but
Yeah.
but
Hey, but look,
okay.
as crazy as this is, though, bro, like like I do think if I was to put like where I stand in this, much like sensitive respects to actual victims of this, right? People that actually go through this, it happens, right? But
Yeah.
how ironic or coincidental it is for this to come out after Buddy just signed $100 million TV or podcast deal, and this dude is the lawyer is the same dude that was behind that stuff with Jay-Z, which was something that was terrible and a fluke and
Yeah.
came out to nothing to pass from that. And so as much as it's all this stuff is crazy, like Shannon, he gotta stop being even in the rooms in situations like this. You know what I mean? Like and he championed that audio that came out with his dealings with the girl,
Michelle.
in the hotel room, Michelle, yeah. Like all of that. Like, he championed that a little bit too much. So he's still playing with fire too much, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like, what's your thoughts on this with your boy, man? Like, what you got to say with this guy, man?
First of all, bro, Shannon Sharpe, I got to reserve judgment, like you said, but only because of who the lawyer is.
Yeah.
If this was somebody more credible, I'd have to. Shannon Sharpe would have to catch the work today on the pod. But because it's Tony, I'm not sure. I will say this though. There's one thing to be a businessman, to be a showman, because Shannon Sharpe also was able to get a deal with the sexual enhancement company Rose Sparks because of that situation.
Hold on, bro. You know that, but you know the name and all the details of that a little too well, man. Come on, man.
Listen, I was fascinated. I said, hey, how did he do it? What happened? Was it true? See the video the other day. Was it true? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we needed to figure it out. So no, he was able to capitalize off of that, and that's cool for a time. But now you got yourself in a situation that if there's any semblance of this, if there's a settlement, you look wild.
Yeah.
You look wild. And we're already in the Diddy era, pause. We're already in the R. Kelly era, pause. Like, we don't need any more black men with this type of press at all. We don't need it, bro. So let's hope this is all, in the words of our president, fake news. This is cap. You know what I'm saying? Let's make sure that none of this is true, because if it's not, and
he done.
Yeah, you cooked.
He cooked. R.I.P. nigga, Undertaker. You hear me, dog? Put that boy to rest.
Cook.
It's a wrap for him, dog. Bro. I don't think that's going to, it's especially how fast he responded. I mean, bro, I don't even think an hour passed by before he started putting out his response from his representatives. Like, so, I don't think that's going to happen, but, I just think I wouldn't want, it still doesn't look good next to your name. You know what I mean? Like, it just don't look good.
No, it don't. It don't. And this is not the type of press you need. But I think that if this is cap, the last thing I'll say on it would be this. This isn't smart from Tony Busby, though, to do this or to try to put this out after the new contract is signed. It looks too predictable. It looks too cash grab worthy. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm sensitive to sexual abuse. I'm sensitive to sexual assault. Yeah. I think it needs to be handled to the highest degree of the law and all the things.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if all of these people are actually victims, why are we looking for cash grabs rather than actual prosecution to the law?
Yeah.
I'm not worried with it. Like y'all. Hey, we can settle out for $10 million. No, if you really went through that emotional distress, we need to put these people behind bars for what they've done.
Facts.
Forget a little bit of bread. That bread ain't gonna do nothing but keep them out there to do it to somebody else if they really did you like that. And so I think that needs to be said. Like,
yeah,
I don't like that side of it if that's really what's going on. Obviously, we don't know, but that's just how I feel about that.
That's what a lot of people said about Cassie taking that stuff to the civil courts on Diddy. They felt like that was kind of the same scenario with her. Like, I know she will be a witness, I believe, in the trial now. But when initially that she came out with that lawsuit, a lot of people responded with that. Anyways, man, you know what time it is, man. Cats know why we here, dog. The NBA playoffs are underway. It's that time of the year, dog. Cats are lining up, ready to jump off bridges. Hey, dog. Bridges is crazy, bro.
Bridges is wild, bro. Ready to jump off a bridge is crazy.
Anyways, dog. Man, first round has begun, dog. I believe they began last Saturday. There were a lot of competitive first rounds this year for sure, I must say. First thing that come to mind is Clippers versus Nuggets, Lakers versus my Lakers versus Timberwolves, which I'm not too, bro. I didn't even get a chance to listen to that 3-minute voice memo you sent down. Was it about that? That's what I assumed it was about.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Okay,
we gotta chop that up after the show. But yeah.
Yeah, because you hit me up, bro, because the message came in like literally right after we lost. Like,
oh yeah, nah, I wasn't messing with you this time.
Okay, I was like, bro, this cat left a 3-minute message right after the game. I still ain't even listened to it yet, bro.
Yeah, no, I ain't fired the clip this time, dog. Not this time.
Got you. But yeah, Lakers versus Timberwolves, another competitive. Houston versus the Golden State Warriors. Detroit versus New York Knicks. A lot, man. Like, what you seeing out here so far, thus far? They playing right now? Do you know if they lost or won at Knicks or Detroit?
I gotta check. I don't know yet. We can peek the game or you can take a look for me, but I don't know yet. They locked in right now. They still going?
Yeah, it's 94-90. Pistons up by 4. It's only a minute and 50 seconds, bro.
Let's start there. First and foremost, what I seen in game one is a Pistons team that, though inexperienced, is ready right now for the big stage.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. New York Knicks took care of their business. I think they're our toughest opponent in the Eastern Conference. I don't fear the Cavaliers at all, even after watching them last night.
Really?
I was not impressed. I was not impressed by what I seen, but I'm gonna stick on Detroit and New York right now.
Okay.
Detroit looks really solid. Well coached. Bickerstaff was a coach of the year candidate. Cade Cunningham is the real deal. And I think 8 minutes and 30 seconds left. The Detroit Pistons are up 7 on the Knicks. It looks like they're about to take them home in the Garden. Yeah. And a few bad plays here and there, and Detroit ends up giving up a run, and Jalen Brunson goes otherworldly and takes them out. But I think this Pistons team can hang with anybody. They've shown it, they've proved it, and even tonight, I don't know if they'll get the job done, but they look solid. So just talking, I think that series is a 6-game, maybe 7-game series.
Yeah.
Talking about Detroit and New York, but I expect New York to come meet us, my Boston Celtics, that is, in the next round. I don't think there's anything to discuss with the Celtics and Orlando Magic, so I'm not even going to talk about it.
Yeah.
I think that's a sweep. That's a sweep or a gentleman's sweep. You get them out of there. Now we can go to the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers play with their food. They won big eventually, but they played with their food all throughout that game. I forgot. Who are they playing again? I forgot. That's how obsolete
Miami Heat.
Who they play?
Miami Heat, bro.
But it's Miami. It's Miami. No Jimmy Butler. Post Jimmy Butler trade.
Yeah.
Andrew Wiggins and Tyler Hero. I wasn't impressed by how Bam looked against that team. I expect Cleveland to get them out of there in 5 games. That should be an easy series for them. Clippers in Denver is the series of the first round.
Yeah.
I fully expected the Clippers to walk away with that game, but Russell Westbrook had other plans.
Yeah, shout out my boy Russ.
Russell Westbrook had
I
other
seen
plans.
a tweet somebody put out, bro. They said Russell Westbrook is the item box on Mario. You never know what you gonna get, bro. Hey, I love Russ. I'm looking, bro. Russell had you like, no. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Absolutely. I'll never forget. You remember that play, bro? Probably like 2016.
What's that?
2017 when Steph Curry gave Chris Paul that nasty behind the back crossover.
Oh yeah.
And shot the 3. And Steve Kerr was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
And he just, like, he couldn't even hold it. He was like, you know what? It is
That's
what
Russ.
it is, bro. I think that's who Russell Westbrook is.
Yeah.
And so from Russell Westbrook's defensive stop to close the game to the 3-pointer made to put them up, like he provides the energy to that squad. If they somehow find themselves into the Western Conference Finals, don't be surprised just based off the fact that Russell provided a jolt of energy to that team that they didn't have before his arrival. It's just real. We gotta accept it. And let me say this. I've been I think, and I own it, I've been very critical of Russell Westbrook because I always felt like his IQ didn't match the talent and the production that we got for many years from him because he did show up. He is a Hall of Famer, but I just was like, man, Russ, you with all that talent and with the squad you've had, you should have been a champion. Well, let me tell you something now. He's still got some of those problems, but the IQ mixed with the fact that he's gotten older, more mature, and I can trust him in those moments to make the right decision a lot more often now in this stage of his career than back when he was just faster and stronger than everybody else. Russ is that guy. I expect Denver to eke that series out in 6 games. Tough series, but I expect 6 games. Word, you're not gonna like this.
What's that?
You guys are in a must-win against Minnesota game 2.
You think
must win.
A must win with LeBron and Luka on the same squad?
Let me tell you something right now, bro. Let me tell you something right now, and I don't think I'm exaggerating. Anthony Edwards is offended by the notion that the Lakers should just get them out of there. Yeah. I don't know if you felt his energy game 1, but he was like, who? What? Like, we don't got a chance. They're the favorites. Okay, bet. And it looked like all night, him and McDaniels was like, they took it personal. Let me hold on, because me and O had a real interesting conversation the other day about this dude. So let's talk about it. Okay.
Because I could have sworn, I felt like Anthony Edwards, he played pretty mild. He didn't really go crazy. You know what I mean?
He had like 27, did he not?
Huh?
He had like 20.
Yeah, 27. I feel like Nas Reed and Jaden McDaniels was they don't win that game without Jaden McDaniels' contributions.
Oh,
and Nas Reed
like 23s though.
You know what I'm saying?
Nas Reed hit like 23s. Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah, welcome to your boy. Look, now hold on, man.
Oh God, who is this guy?
Why is the dude jacket coming off in slow motion, bro?
Let's get to it.
Crazy.
Yeah, you came in right when we was talking about Timberwolves and them Lakers, man. He talked about. He talked. Go ahead, man. Go ahead and give you a synopsis, man.
I told him. I said, hey, listen. Let me say this too, and Kyle will appreciate this because I know he's going to agree with this point. And to me, you can't even dispute it. I don't think anybody can dispute it. LeBron James at 100% makes the Lakers go. The Lakers go as far as LeBron takes them because LeBron is the engine for that team. He's the IQ for that team. He sets the offense. And even though Luka Doncic is the new star of the team, so to speak, LeBron puts everybody in place. He's still the chess master for that roster. Yeah. With LeBron not being LeBron in game 1, I think coming back from injury, getting this whatever, I don't. Okay, he needed a game. I'm not tripping. This is 22 years. We give LeBron a pass, and rightfully so. But I told Word, hey, it's cool. Lose game 1, no problem. Get acclimated, get ready, get your legs right. All that cool. That's fine. But the Timberwolves take the notion that we all have that the Lakers should just win the series extremely personal. And if you mess around and let them go down 0-2 because you think that you're good enough to just go into Minnesota and take care of business and tie up the series, I think that is a terrible move. You are in a must-win to make sure that this series stays 1-1 so that when you go to Minnesota or go to LA, so go to LA or go to Minnesota. Yeah, Minnesota. When you go to Minnesota, you're 1-1 and you're where you're supposed to be in the series. To me, the next game is a must-win, and everybody's got to play the way they're supposed to play because you cannot go down against this hungry Minnesota team down 0-2. To that, you say what?
Actually, man, I agree with pretty much everything you said there. I mean, I would add a little color to what happened on what day was that? Friday or Saturday, whatever it was, Saturday. So I would agree. No arguments from me, Kenny. I would agree. I like to come at you, but I mean, what you're saying is true. I don't think that you can argue because they do go as LeBron go. The reality was they were sitting around watching Luka for the first quarter. Nobody was moving. It was literally just standing and watching Luka. The other thing, man, that I think was played a major role, and you kind of see this with the Lakers all season. Every time they come off of a long break, they have started out slow. So like if they've had like some time off, like 3, 4, 5 days off, that next game they almost guaranteed lose. Like it was just like consistent all through the season. So I think them having that week off in general, like I think JJ Redick said it afterwards. He said, I think we were mentally ready. I think we were prepared, like, you know what I mean, as far as like our heart. He said, but physically, I don't think we were ready. And I think that was a reality. I think having that time off, sometimes having time off is bad. Like, you know what I mean? Because you lose rhythm, which basketball is a rhythm sport, especially for your bench players, especially for your, you know what I mean, your third and fourth guy, dudes. And then LeBron in general, time off actually does not go well for him. Every time he's come off an injury, and here's the sad part. Just as he was starting to get his rhythm back from coming back from the injury, they was off another week. You know what I'm saying? Like he was just starting to hit three. He literally just started shooting threes again like 2-3 games ago, right? You know what I'm saying? And then he was off for a week again. So, and he liked to do them fill out games. I think he's like, I don't know what the percentage is, but it's something crazy. Like I think he's lost like 60% of his game ones or 70% of his game ones. Like he do them fill out games. So I think all that was kind of playing into the deal. And I think the most important issue, though, to be honest with you, was the game plan. They doubled Ant trying to slow him down, which left all them players open for wide open threes. I was just listening right before I walked in here. They had over 60% of their 3-pointers were wide open. That means nobody was even guarding them. And that was just because Ant would penetrate or somebody would penetrate and they would kick out. They was trying to clog the lane. So I think that was just a bad deal.
But though, this has been JJ Redick's strategy all year. You guys have won games by letting teams shoot the 3 ball.
But they typically let the right person shoot the 3 ball. This ain't a team. Well, they don't really have a person that's really bad with shooting threes, but besides Rudy Gobert. So you can't implement that strategy. You got to stay home. Do what they did with Luka. They did not double Luka the entire game. I think Chris Broussard said he watched every single Luka shot that he shot. There was no help from anybody. Like they was just letting whoever was on them guard him. And if Luka hit you for 40, that's fine because everybody else not getting a chance to shoot. He had one assist, bro. 1 assist for Luka Doncic? That's crazy. But that's because they were staying home.
I'm going to tell you what I'm scared of in that series. I have the Lakers winning that series in 6, but not if y'all go down 0-2. Then I don't know. Then it's a pick 'em at that point. But I'm gonna say this. This is what I'm afraid of. I'm not just afraid of the fact of the game plan because I think that's a very good point. There's no debate I have there. I'm also afraid of the fact that for the first time, I watched the Lakers team, because I agree with all the factors you said too. I'm not worried about them holistically. But for the first time I watched the Lakers team look like they missed AD's presence on the interior. For the first time. I was like, I don't like that. I don't like the fact that it looks like Jackson Hayes or whoever else you have down there can't do the job proficiently. I don't like that going into the playoffs.
Bro. He played 8 minutes, bro. Jackson Hayes played 8 minutes.
You said this the first time you feel like we miss AD's presence?
Yeah, because I feel like with the way that you guys have played offense up until this point, letting Braun and letting Luka essentially run the offense, be point forward, play interior, exterior, the motion defense, it's worked. You haven't needed a dominant center or you haven't needed that paint presence that AD was. But for the first time, I felt like, man, if you're not going to stop the 3, I don't know. It just felt like there was that big man that was needed, even from a rebounding and toughness standpoint.
Yeah,
I feel like that was
definitely rebounding for sure. Definitely.
Yeah, but they front court is crazy over there. Like when you talking about,
but I'm saying To have nobody is crazy.
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. That was the only thing I had worries as far as coming into this series. But I don't feel. I think it's just convenient to say it's a must win right now that we get game 2. I think we need to get it, but I truly don't think it's a must win, bro. I truly don't.
Let me ask you this. I'm glad you said that. Let me ask you this. I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Yeah.
You're telling me you go down 0-2.
Yeah.
Then that means you're expecting a 7-game series, I presume.
Yeah. We ain't finna run our 4 straight now.
And all right. That's what I needed to know. That's what I needed to know because if you have them winning, I don't think Minnesota's just gonna lay down and let you beat them up 4 straight. I don't think.
I don't think that. But I just think, bro, when you got, I was telling the other day, bro, as far as like guys that impact the game, bro, that can really carry. We have the greatest 2 guys outside of Jimmy Butler, bro. Luka and LeBron. I trust them to carry squads that don't necessarily get to stages that they belong to. And they've proven that. This dude looked down the. Go ahead.
Brian gonna put the game in his hands next game. He's finna 19 points, bro. LeBron's finna go for at least 35 points. Like he's not finna allow what happened. I don't care if he shoot 40 shots. He's not finna allow that what happened last. He's going to control it. He let Luka do his thing, and that's cool. You gotta let Luka do his thing, but he's not finna do that again, bro. That's not gonna happen.
AR's gonna be better as well. AR played. He played all right. Wasn't nothing crazy, but AR, he can play better than that as well.
Let me tell you something. That's another thing I need to see. And as Lakers fans, y'all need to speak to that. AR, without one of the dominant guys in the lineup, without LeBron in the lineup, or without Luka in the lineup, AR looks like the second coming of the coldest white boy in the NBA.
Oh yeah. He looks great.
Next to them. He starts acting like, I don't know. He gets real apprehensive. He's not aggressive. Figure that out. You
JJ, I trust. I also trust JJ to be up. He probably ain't been sleeping at all. As soon as the playoffs started, he ain't been sleeping. Like,
JJ.
So I know what he on.
Oh yeah, JJ gonna have a heart condition by the end of this playoffs. No question. Yeah. No question. Absolutely.
Nothing ain't right with this dude.
All that. I'm dead serious, bro. Like that's why cats be happening. Yeah, dead serious.
Yeah, but if we win game 2, though, dog, I got us finish it out in 6. If we don't, it's going 7. But I foresee us coming alive in this game 2 for sure. I don't think it's going down 2.
I still got us winning.
I'm not as confident that if it goes 0-2, I'm not as confident that y'all win that series. But if it goes 1-1, I think y'all handle business as expected. Get the Minnesota, do what y'all got to do, and wrap it up. Wrap it up when y'all at the crib. But let's move on to the next team that nobody wants to play in the Western Conference.
Oh yeah,
and that's Golden State and Houston, bro.
Yeah, I ain't trying to.
And let me tell you something right now. I don't think this is gas whatsoever. When I watch these niggas say there was a look in the fourth quarter, and Jimmy Butler looked at Steph, and Steph looked at Draymond, and they went, "You ready?" And that was it. It was almost like the game was over. It was like, let's stop playing with our food. Okay, we keep bouncing around, switching leads. It's over.
Yeah. That
level of experience, Jimmy has carried teams to the finals by himself. Steph Curry is Steph Curry. I think no matter how you feel about Steph Curry, the respect for the greatest shooter to ever play the game.
Man, them 2 shots he hit was so stupid, dog.
That shot, bro. It was something I've never, bro. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, bro. It was stupid. It was just stupid.
Bro. It looked like he saw himself making it before he made it, bro. Like,
bro. It's like, why do you shoot that, bro? Like, why even?
That's not even a smart play to do, bro.
No, it's the dumbest shot, but it's okay for Steph Curry. Like, that's what's crazy about it, bro.
That one at the right hash in front of the crowd. Jalen Green low-key was in Steph Curry's skin, jersey.
Yes.
Flesh.
That was good D.
His DNA,
that was good D, bro.
His DNA was in his fingernail. Like, and still it didn't matter. Splash.
Nah,
I'm like, you know
didn't
what?
matter splash, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, they said that Steph Curry, I was reading, you know, I'm in this, I love the analytical aspects, man. They said Steph Curry is like 1 for like 24 or something in like last second shots.
Yeah.
But when he is up dagger shots, like they were just talking about his percentages, how high they are on dagger shots, which basically means we're up. But like the game is in hand, but then I hit a shot that puts it out of reach. And he is the coldest at putting daggers. I mean, just totally destroying your momentum, your hope. Like if you had hope, which is almost to me worse to do to somebody than a last second shot, because that come off kind of like luck. But like them dagger shots, bro, that stuff might stick with you, especially in the playoffs, like 2-3 games, bro. Like that kind of stuff hurts.
Can I just say this? Can I just say this to your point, because it was such a good point?
Yeah.
I'll never forget where I was, and I never thought this would happen with me heaping this amount of praise on Steph Curry, because he low key took a championship for my guys. But
yeah,
I'll never forget where I was, bro, watching the Olympics and seeing Steph Curry hit that last three over those two dudes at the top.
You talking about versus what team was that? It was the game before the championship.
That was the goal.
Right?
That was the championship. That was the championship medal game.
Okay.
Was it?
I thought it was the game before, bro. That game before, he literally saved us, bro. You sure it wasn't against Lithuania?
I remember the game you talking about where he saved him. I'm talking about he had came up, he hit 2 in a row.
Yeah.
They started pressing him half court. He drives. He throws to KD. KD throws back to him. It's now 2 defenders on him. He decides to throw it up, and both hands of the dudes are like this in his face. And it's still, he's
I thought he was going to win the MVP. I thought he was going to win the MVP just off them two performances.
I mean, quite literally. I mean, Braun was Braun, so who can be mad? But
yeah,
what he did them last 2 games, I was like, yeah. So I say all that to say this. Here's my hot take. I'm going to share it. I'm not afraid to share it. I'm going to keep it 1,000. I'm a Celtics fan, but I'm a basketball fan first. This is honestly how I feel as a basketball fan. I think my guys are the favorites to get it done. I do. I think my guys are the favorites to get it done.
Yeah.
I don't see any competition in the Eastern Conference. I don't fear the Cavaliers. I don't fear the Knicks. I think we have the easiest road to the finals that we had since last year. I don't think there's anybody to beat us. Jason Tatum will be at home kicking his feet up while somebody in the West is fighting through a gauntlet to get there. But I'm telling you right now, if OKC doesn't take care of their food and beat Golden State next round, because that's who they'll play. If they don't handle business,
that's the second round?
That's the second round.
Oh, yeah. So that mug gonna be crazy.
And because OKC is capable. But if OKC, for some odd reason, doesn't handle business, you are looking at your 2025 NBA champions and the Golden State Warriors. I'm keeping it 1,000. I'm keeping it 1,000.
Golden State's not getting past.
No, listen, Kyle, real quick. I want you to see the seriousness in my face. I want you to see seriousness in my face. I am not happy to say this. This is not like me being funny. I'm pissed off. But what I'm watching from these niggas, for real, in real life, in real time,
we
gotta keep it 1,000.
No, I'm gonna keep it 1,000.
This is dangerous, bro.
Let me keep it 1,000. Yeah, let me keep you 1,000. They're dangerous, but they're going nowhere.
Nah, I like how you say, let me keep you 1,000.
Yeah. Let me help you out. Come on, man. They're dangerous. Come on, man. But they're going nowhere. Man. You know what I'm saying? You know what is dangerous? A hyena. A hyena is dangerous. But it's not dangerous to a lion. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, they're dangerous. Yeah, they run around. They scratch at you. They claw. Number one, they're one of the shortest teams. They're one of the smallest teams in the league right now. That with their front five. I mean, with their starting five. The other thing is that, bro, they're not really. To be honest with you, they're great on defense to be a small team. I give them that. But the problem is, bro, their offensive load, Curry has had one of the most inconsistent, streaky years of his career, bro. Curry has scored in single digits like 5-6 times this year.
That was crazy.
Like he is not. That's crazy. Like Curry has been super inconsistent. Jimmy Butler playoff Jimmy is a real thing. The problem with playoff Jimmy is he can give you 41 game, give you 15 the next. And here's the reality. Hold on.
Now. See, this is
no, they're serious. They're serious. He can give you 41 games, 15 the next.
Why
but here's the issue. Hold on. Bro, that's it, bro. This is documented fact. You can't mess with analytics with me. That's just what he do. But hold on. But that's not what I'm arguing. Listen to what I'm saying. Yes, he can give you 15 in the playoffs. I'm not saying it's consistent. I'm saying his consistent is going to be 20-something points a game in the playoffs. What I'm saying is he can give you a 15 and he can give you a 40. Both of those things are just abnormal for him. I'm just saying he can do either one. That's what I was saying. Not saying that he averages or does that on the norm. But my bigger point is with them, to be honest with you, bro, is even that first game, we can get all excited about it. We can say what they did. Man, they scored under 100 points.
Yeah.
And Houston had a horrible shooting game. They had a historic, horrible shooting game, bro. They're not going to shoot. They shot like 39% from the field, not from three, from the field. So my issue is.
But have you watched Houston? Because defensively, one thing we can't say about these young Lions is defensively they are lions. Amen Thompson is a lion.
I agree.
When he locks up, he locks up.
Oh, yeah, bro. I'm looking at, dog. This looks crazy, though, bro. They shot 20% from three.
Yeah, bro.
39% from the field.
From the field, bro. I know. I'm telling you, analytics my thing. So my deal is like, listen, bro.
55 from the free throw.
Yes, bro. It was crazy. They missed. They was like 9. I think they was what was their free throws? 11 for 20 or 11 for 20? 11 for 20 or something crazy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, they're not gonna have another game like that. And if you think about the Warriors game, while you were watching that Warriors game, you were thinking in your brain like they're having a pretty good game. Like it wasn't like you know what I'm saying? Like but they scored under 100 points. The Warriors are not that dynamic offense like what they used to be, right? Because the reality is you really only got Curry, who's having a very streaky year, Jimmy, who's going to give you like maybe 22, 23, 24, but can have a 40, can have a 35, but can also give you a 15. So my issue is if I'm going to go off consistency and what I've seen, I would say that was just an admiration. So now here's the thing. If they come back and beat them next game and it's more consistent, more reality, like maybe a 117 or 112 type game, then cool. I might go with you, bro. But I'm taking that as a admiration, bro. They have not beaten a lot of good teams. The Warriors have. They've actually lost to a lot of good teams.
I would 100% agree with you and move on if I didn't put a caveat in my original statement, which was if they got past OKC. Because if they got past OKC,
Houston. OKC. Yeah.
That would tell us something.
I agree. Now I ain't arguing with that. If they beat OKC, then they're the champions. They the champions. Now I would not go again. Now here's the thing. I have to put my feelings in here. And I hate.
But you know what? Yeah, but hold on. Well, go ahead. I'm gonna let you go. Go ahead. Rock out.
I'm more of a logic over feelings, man. But if it ends up being Warriors, Lakers, I don't care. I'm still going with Lakers.
No, I'm still going Lakers. Let me say why, bro. I'm going with Lakers because I don't want to see the Warriors. But if we do see them at that stage, the reason why the confidence is where I'm getting to say I'm going to take Lakers is because I think Brian is still going to be doing what Brian do, but because we got a Luka now, bro, and he knows how to look down the gun barrel of girls that say he shouldn't win. He shouldn't have won versus Minnesota last year in the conference finals, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, he took out that 60-plus OKC team last year. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just saying, Luka, I think
it's this OKC team, but I'm with you.
They weren't. And I also think playoff Jimmy's a real thing, but Luka playoff is a different type of playoff.
Yeah, playoff Luka.
Like he's a 35, 10, and 9 playoff type of guy.
He has the highest average points in the playoffs of any player, which is crazy, bro.
It's crazy.
Wait.
He only behind Jordan.
Tell about. Kyle.
No, I think he's above Jordan on average score right now. I think he's above Jordan right now.
No, Kyle. This isn't for you. And I'm going to tell you why this isn't for you, and I'm about to get on word because Kyle, one of the things I appreciate about you, Kyle, is the fact that I know because of your caveat, and I can tell even by the smile and the laugh at the end, that there's a level in which I'm going with my dog. I'm going with the homer. Okay, cool. This at the third.
I'm definitely going.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm pissed off at you, bro.
What's that?
And all the rage that I could ever have in life is against you right now. I'm gonna tell you why. Do you know when I tried to explain how good Luka Doncic was before he went on your Lakers? You are the biggest Luka Doncic hater I ever met in my damn life. And now all of a sudden, playoff Luka this and playoff Luka that. And we got a star who can take us to the promised land next to LeBron James. Bro, you wasn't talking like that for years.
But look, bro.
That Luka was the guy.
Look, bro.
Now all of a sudden he plays for your Lakers.
Hey, look, you're the biggest. Hey, look.
This is BS.
Hey, but look, hold on.
Bro. People who watch this podcast should be throwing rocks at this TV right now because of the way you acted now that he plays for your Lakers. This is ridiculous.
That's funny, man.
Let me say two things, bro. It's two things It's two things that go into account to where I am today. One,
yes, please.
He does the biggest and obvious is he's in purple and gold now. That's obvious. Everything changes when you come over to the nation, right? The other thing, you are a big advocate of this. With new information, it's okay to change your opinion. Is that not true?
That's facts.
And last year, even though Boston won and Jaylen Brown got the Finals MVP, I still pull back in hindsight and say Luka Doncic was still the best player in that series. Point blank, period.
He was.
Like, he was the best player. You know what I'm saying? So, and let me remind people, when we were having those conversations, when I was madly critical of Luka, it was mainly a Jason Tatum and Luka Doncic conversation we were having. And still to this day, I probably only will take one player actually over Jason right now, maybe two, and that's Jokic, and that's maybe Giannis. I don't even know if that's the same anymore. But outside of that, I mean, Luka, I can hear somebody case for him, right? That you can possibly take him over Jason. But I think Jason, him being a champion, and I think allowing other stars to play next to him are big reasons as to why I'm going to take Jason over Luka. But I'm saying that because a lot of those conversations when I was mad critical of Luka was due to that. Was due to me debating you with me defending Jason, not just because he's just. And also, like I said, he's a purple and gold.
That was part of the discussion. I'm gonna let you live today, but you also were saying, "Oh, Luka, fat Luka, and all this other hookah Luka, and all this other." You was killing him. Now he played for your Lakers. He's still out of shape. You still talking about, well, you know, he's working on his workout regimen. Now you got excuses for it. He's in the gym. No, Luka ain't no damn gym. Luka's still the same looking that he was back then.
Hey, bro, few almost got activated into a different level with that.
Hey, is it can we play Shannon Sharpe or is he canceled? I mean, what do we can we play Shannon? I mean, I'm just
we open up the show with that boy, man. What's your thoughts on that?
We gotta wait for the verdict to come out, bro. I don't know.
Man,
I think it's a money grab, man. Shannon, man, he a little too buttoned up for that, bro. Not on no stuff like that. And my issue is, old girl says she got footage of the rape or whatever. I don't know if you saw that. She said she has footage of it. Yeah. And she sent it to Shannon before she went public and, tried to get money or whatever, because the lawyer said he saw the footage and he said that it was edited, to try to make it look a certain way or whatever. They have asked for the full video. So anytime that kind of stuff has happened, for me, why would you be videoing an encounter and then it just so happened that you videoed the one where it was the rape? Like, to me, that's. So
what's your take on? Yeah, this is good for you. You probably can use this for your pie. What's your take for a dude like Shannon, which is what? He's upwards of 50, right?
Yeah, I think he 59, 50 something. 50.
Woo, so I thought he just hit the 50 club. Anyways, What's your take
He's
on the
way older
dude
than
like
me.
that still messing around? Because I heard the girl was possibly 20 years old or so, right?
Yeah, about 20 something. I heard.
What's your deal with a cat like that? It's plenty of women that I think that's closer to his age that still look just as nice. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on, man? Give your boy Shannon some advice out here. Man.
Talk to the men, Kyle. Talk to him.
So this is
Why is he
what
still dealing with them young things out here?
Hey man, I think there's a couple reasons why. One, we have to understand that Shannon is an athlete. Like he's a superstar. You know what I mean? And I think the normal rules for an everyday man don't apply here. So when you're trying to apply everyday manhood, like me working in corporate America, messing with a 20-year-old, that's different than when you a superstar. You've been in these environments your entire life. You've seen it. You've been with owners who got 20-year-old girlfriend. You know what I mean? This is more normal in his life and experience. You know what I'm saying? He's in LA. This is more normative for him. So it might seem weird to us because it would be super weird if somebody pulled up and did that. In his environment, being a superstar, being a millionaire, being in that sports environment, this is very normal. The other thing I would just say in general is like, you got to know that she coming at you for a reason. You 20, she's 20, bro. Like she ain't coming to you for no relationship. He released some of the text messages. She talking about putting a black baby in me and all that kind of stuff. Like you already know she owns something. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know if she's white or what, but my issue is that like she's already trying to do something. Like, so for him, my issue for Shannon is, bro, you got to be smarter because you are very buttoned up. You are very polished, but you got to understand your areas and what your weaknesses are. And if this is a weakness for you, bro, you can't be out here. You already know Shannon don't know nothing about technology. He don't put up his own posts. He's very vocal about this. Like this internet thing, he got other people running it for him. So what you got to understand is just as you're not as knowledgeable on the business side of technology, you also got to understand you're not as knowledgeable on this dating side when it comes to technology, bro. And you can get set up and it's going to be, you're going to get extorted and you leave everything else up for exactly what's going to happen, bro. Like this, he's probably going to lose endorsements. He may get kicked off or suspended from ESPN. Like it's not a good look, bro. It's bad all the way around, man.
Yeah, he got to chill out, man. Because
I hope not.
I wouldn't be surprised if they maybe just say, chill out for a few episodes and, sit back, chill. Because I don't even know. Well, he has been on First Take right now with all the NBA players.
He was on there this morning.
Yeah, he was on there.
He came out today and he was on there this morning. I specifically was trying to see, but I don't know when it dropped or released, so I don't know if he got on there before it released or what. But he knew it was coming because his lawyer said he had already seen it. He told her he wasn't paying her. So, that's just like the Diddy stuff. You know what I mean? It was like, hey, if you don't pay, it's going. I'm finna go public.
Yeah, he supposedly. No, he didn't supposedly. He had responded on his Instagram already with those messages. We put them up on her. Them messages was crazy, bro. I mean, bro, we couldn't even really talk about them or say them on her because they was just so, asinine, bro. Like, it seemed like the joint is Caucasian for sure.
Talking to the American people that way, bro. That's crazy, bro. I said we gotta move on, bro. This is crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy, bro. But if you got somebody talking to you like that and all that kind of stuff, bro, it's obvious, man. Like she owns something, bro.
Man, to finish up, talk about the Warriors and whatnot. Let's say if Steph wins another ring in LBJ's era, and that's 5 to LeBron's 4, what are the conversations like after that? Do we have to start looking at things differently?
Conversations got to change, unfortunately. But I'm gonna say this. Because I know
change about what? Maybe change about Curry. It doesn't change about LeBron. I don't think. Well,
I'm gonna say this.
Look at that. I
know what Kyle's getting ready to say. So I'm gonna give him the floor to really go in and do what he's gonna do. But in my opinion, objectively, I think it has to change because this is widely recognized and correctly so, by the way, that this is LeBron James's era since about 2008 to now. Mm-hmm. I would say 2008 to now, because I think 08 and 09 are debatable because those were kind of the Kobe years. So maybe let's say 2010 to be safe. Let's say 2010 to now, where it was just like clear. This is new territory, and it's going to be that way for the remainder of the NBA. I think that's when it became LeBron's era. He's allowed He's allowed KD to get 2. He would have allowed Steph Curry to get 5. He would have allowed. I'm trying to think of everybody who's won. Now there's been some one-offs.
That's it.
Joker's
Just one-offs. Rest of them are one. All the rest of them are one-offs.
Yeah, I mean, Tim Duncan, I think he was still getting rings in this.
Tim doesn't count because Tim already carved his legacy. That I'll take that. That's cool. So if it's really just a Steph and Bron conversation, then I think we would just have to ask whose error it is after a certain point.
I think that now, come on, Phil. I think that may be. I think because the way he answered that is still respecting Bron in the all-time conversation, right?
I don't think I was disrespectful.
Right,
I respected the king.
I think it's fair to debate who era this is because you're looking at who's the most victorious in that era, right? Now, I think dominance, Bron has it because you're looking at more of MVPs, all the records he's broken, the long, all of that.
So whose error is it? What are we talking about?
But I think championships bring a different conversation in.
5 of your error is crazy.
Yeah, I think that's just crazy. I think it's crazy because we know what had to happen in order for people to beat Bron consistently. You have to form unbelievable, unrealistic teams, all-star teams. You have four or five Hall of Fame. Like, that's just crazy, bro. Like, what are we talking about? Like, to try to say that it was somebody else's, it's your error because y'all created an all-star team. Like, that makes it your error. Like, I don't even understand why this is even a conversation. The dude has 3 Hall of Famers on his team. What are we talking about, bro? In a time where you might have one other team with 2. Like, I just don't even understand it. Right now, what has been Steph Curry? What do you mean dishonest? Hold on. Steph Curry, every championship he's had has had 3 HOFs in a prime. So you name me which ones he hasn't. You just name me a time when he hasn't.
His last one.
Boston, he ain't had 3. Who he had?
His last one. His last one, they were not in their prime.
Okay,
the Celtics fan.
Who did they have? Who did they have?
Jordan Poole, a young lion who didn't do anything after that. They had an old Klay Thompson who was coming back from injury.
Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson's younger than Steph Curry. What are you talking about?
What I'm saying
is, coming off them injuries done them off. He was never the same after that.
In basketball years, there's more tread on Klay's tires even now than Steph Curry, even though he's younger. I'm not being dishonest. Klay Thompson was coming back from injury and did not play a whole season before then and did not look like Klay. That's not me making excuses. That's real. That really happened. That's not a joke. Like, that really happened. So Klay wasn't Klay.
I vehemently disagree, but I'll give it to you. Okay, that's 1 year. Okay, give me any other ones.
Well, hold on. What was the question? When did he win without any 3 Hall of Famers?
Yeah, bro, what are we talking about? Like, we're talking about somebody who when has Steph Curry walked in with less and won?
He shouldn't have beat Boston. He shouldn't have beat Boston.
When has he ever walked in with less and won? Never. Ever.
Boston championship, he shouldn't have beat us, bro.
It wasn't in Boston. It wasn't less.
It was less.
He had 2 unproven. Bro, you have 2 unproven players.
Was Boston up 2-0? I think Boston went up 2-0 on them niggas.
We were.
It doesn't matter, but bro, you have 2 unproven players, bro. These are not champions. We can't say the JT today versus the JT then. You have 2 unplayed.
It was a year apart. What
are you talking about?
It was a year.
Bro, it was a year. Okay, apart. So was we saying that about Brown before his 1 year before he got a championship? Was we saying that about Jordan before his 1 year before he got a championship? No, bro, that's not true.
Was we saying what?
That's false, bro.
Was we saying what?
That's false.
The LeBron who lost in the finals in the Dallas Mavericks. We didn't.
Everybody on this planet was saying that he was never going to be anything.
You hear me? Did we not say that the LeBron who lost in the Dallas Mavericks, when he came back the next year and dominated OKC, were we like, well, you know what? Last year he wasn't ready, but this year, no, we said last
That's exactly
year,
what they say. He wasn't ready.
We said the year before he choked, but he should already be a champion.
Bro, already and what you are 2 different things, bro. We're not. This is what's crazy to me. When it comes to LeBron, we bring down all the teams that he beat. And we say the reasons why he didn't, why he won, and we make excuses. When it comes to Curry, the golden boy, and I like Steph Curry, when it goes to the golden boy, we do not hold him accountable for any of his lackadaisical moment. What do you mean that's a lie? What do you mean that's a lie? Nobody criticizes Curry. Nobody criticizes Curry for having 15-point games. Nobody criticizes Curry. Nobody criticizes Curry for for going to get Durant. If LeBron teams up with Bosh and Wade, he's excoriated for creating a super team. No, we'll bash KD for joining the team, but we won't bash Steph Curry for bringing him on the team. Steph Curry had to okay that. But we won't bash him for that. What we do is we do everything we can to lift up certain players and what's next for him. So bro, it wouldn't have happened without Steph Curry. Steph Curry had to sign off on that 100%.
So, listen. You are trying to say, first of all, there are 2 points that you
has one Finals MVP. It can't be your era and you got one Finals MVP. It cannot be your era and you got one Finals MVP. You can't even have a conversation.
I'm willing to have the conversation, but you're lying first. We have to address the lies. Can we address the lies first? Can we address the lies?
What is
the first
lie?
lie is every team LeBron has beat, we drag down to the ground.
We do.
He gets the most credit for beating that 73-win Warriors team, and rightfully so, because he should.
I'm not talking about that team. I'm not talking about that team. But even that team, what do we say? Hold on, let me ask you a question. Name me a championship we don't make excuse. Okay, so for that team, what is the main excuse? How do we knock Bron for that championship? It's the greatest feat. It's the greatest feat that ever has happened. It's the greatest feat we've ever seen in NBA sports.
Amen.
And what does everybody say? What does every critic on TV say and cats on the street say? You already know.
Draymond?
They say if Draymond wouldn't have went out, he wouldn't have won that deal. Again, an excuse. This is what we do.
They tripping.
Okay, but that's a normal conversation. That's a normal conversation. Stephen A. said, all the LeBron haters on ESPN, all the LeBron haters on Fox News, cats at the barbershop, everybody say that.
Anybody that say that is tripping.
That's hate. You hearing it from me.
That's hate. I agree. Yeah, I agree.
But what I'm saying is, so to me, I still think most people say what LeBron did against that 73-win Warriors team, regardless of the situation, was not supposed to happen. That was one of the most incredible things, if not the most incredible thing we've seen in NBA history. Period.
Yeah.
And
okay. Well, what about and when he won in Miami? What did they say? Ray Allen saved his career.
He did. That's real though.
The stuff. Hey, look, the stuff that's said in Miami has more validity. The stuff that's being said in Miami, I'm about to be done with this nigga.
That's happening.
Why
you mad at that? That's real, bro. That's real.
Come on, man.
He did save his career. What you
grabbing?
About,
look at this. Look at he grabbing something crazy. Look at this. Now, watch this.
Continue on, man.
Now, what does that even mean that he got his hands right now?
Man, I'm a champion over here. That's undebatable. We can keep on. Since y'all want to hate on my boys' championships, I'll bring mine out.
We got to get him looking like this with this play.
Bigger than 5.
Yeah.
Bigger than 5. Bigger than 5. Bigger than 5. Bigger than 5. Bigger than 5.
Hey, nah, it's just ridiculous.
Lakers at 5 is crazy.
My boy went and grabbed the championship.
What I'm saying, real quick word. What I'm saying is this.
Let me hear what you saying, man.
Steph Curry having 5 championships in this era is different. He crazy, bro, but it's different.
This looks crazy, dog. What is going on?
It's different. If he gets 5, it's different.
It is different. Look, this is, huh?
Even if you wanted to take the two away with KD, because I'm cool with that. If you want to take those away, cool. You still got to address the fact that he's got one head up against the King that's pretty legitimate. The first one. He's got one against the Boston team that in my opinion he shouldn't have won. And this one, they were literally either out of the playoffs or in the play-in when they got Jimmy. And all of a sudden they win a championship this year. Yeah, we got to have a different conversation. I'm gonna say
a couple things about that mug, bro. Yeah, I think the conversation is definitely different. Like I said, I think it's more so a debate around the era, but you still can have that conversation without taking away the dominance of LBJ, right? Like this doesn't say like he's right after Bron in the rankings of the all-time players. I think this does way more for Stephen Curry's career. The fact that he gets 5 in LeBron's era, I think he's a bona fide top 10, I think, university right now. I think the conversation moves him almost to being bona fide top 5 probably. Because
what? Bro, the dude's having one of his worst seasons of his career.
Trying to tell you,
He's
bro.
got another Hall of Famer. They got 3 Hall of Famers back on the team again. Nobody else has 3 Hall of Famers on their team. It's just stupid. Dog.
Hold on, bro. This nigga, LeBron is playing with Luka Doncic, bro. This nigga's the face of the league.
That's two Hall of Famers, bro. The second best player is not
matter, but Luka Doncic. But look,
his second player won't even be in the top 50.
Bro, Luka Doncic is more valuable than Jimmy Butler and the rest of the Warriors, bro.
That's not that is not true. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Draymond, the effect that Draymond has on the game, and you equal that with Jimmy Butler from a defensive standpoint, bro.
Luka Doncic is different, bro.
I know he is different. I'm not knocking that, but I'm just saying, bro, we can't say that Jimmy Butler and Draymond have more effect on the game than Luka Doncic by itself. I don't agree with that. Second off, LeBron has been in the league so long, we're trying to act like this is even. What is the LeBron era? Because the dude been in here 22 years.
Just said it.
2010 until now.
Come on.
The other thing, but
you got a dude who's younger than him. You got a dude who's younger than him.
You talking about Luka?
No, I'm talking about Steph.
Hold on, what you say? He got a dude that's younger than him. What you mean by that?
He's younger than him. So it's like LeBron. You're talking about the LeBron era, but LeBron, based off his age, like we're still counting this as his era. Is this really the LeBron era anymore? This is more the Steph Curry era.
Let me ask you
they have some crossover overlap.
Yeah, crossover. What I'm saying is like I just don't even feel like these are the same eras.
That's a good point, Kyle. I agree with you. So tell me when the LeBron era stops in your opinion.
Yeah, when did you officially stop it then?
I would have stopped the LeBron area 2-3 years ago.
The bubble championship.
No, after I would say maybe a year after, 2 years after the bubble championship, maybe a year after. Yeah.
2022.
Okay, so 2010 to 2022.
So then Curry got like 2 years. Like, come on, bro. What is that?
No, but listen.
Where did they intercede? Where did they intersect at?
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that because you can't be mad because that's coming from a LeBron fan who's being objective. If you're saying that, hey, after a certain point, LeBron James kind of has aged out. Not that he's not still great, but he's aged out of being the guy.
Yeah, he's not. Absolutely not. Because here's my issue. If LeBron wins a championship this year, okay, do I think that in my brain makes him closer to Jordan to me? Not to be honest, not really to me. I feel like he's already past Jordan. I feel like to me the argument's going to be a tough argument. I'm killing myself with this argument. So whoever got it recorded, you better use it and bring it up when we argue in the future. Because if he do win a championship, this is what I'm going to tell you. If he don't win the Finals MVP, then that's going to be a knock.
Yeah, I don't. That's gonna be interesting for me, bro. If he, I don't know, bro. It just depends on how he performs.
It helps him in his overall GOAT argument, but you can't measure Michael Jordan's 6 championships, 6 MVPs to LeBron's 5 NBA championships, 4 Finals MVPs. It's the same reason why we don't count him towards Kobe, because that would be an argument for Kobe. Kobe has 5, but he only got 2 Finals MVPs. If we gonna knock Kobe, then we gotta knock LeBron.
But LeBron has that's good. But LeBron still has a lot more things that can make up for one less Finals MVP. If you really argue that,
I 100% agree with that. Yeah, I agree, 100%. I agree. I'm just saying it doesn't weigh at the same value as Jordan.
Surface fan, casual fans. That's what they're gonna look at. 6 for 6, 4 out of 5 are the conversations.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, man. To kind of pin that topic on them cats. I will say though, bro, don't be surprised if Golden State get to the championship. I believe who become Batman changes. Jimmy Buckets, bro. I'm telling you, bro. He can leave up out of there with a Finals MVP if you ask him. I'm telling you, bro.
I don't want to see Golden State.
That would be my money. I think if they make it to the championship, Jimmy Butler is getting the Finals MVP.
Bro, you talking about Stephen Curry allowed Andre Iguodala to get a Finals MVP. You know what I'm saying? And Jimmy Buckets has those plays on both sides of the ball that are just remarkable and memorable, bro. Like it's gonna be.
And my issue is like Steph Curry has to be the best person on his team. He hasn't even been the best person on his team for a couple of his championships. Like that's a problem for me.
Yeah. Now that's facts. That's facts. Stephen Curry.
Yeah.
If you're gonna give somebody an error, then you got to be the best person on your team.
I can feel it, and that's why I said it's a debate. I just think the conversation becomes more juicier. For the Steph audience, they gonna have a lot more things to say. I know they gonna feel. I'm not a Steph. I don't really know Steph like.
I'm not a Steph fan either, but I gotta respect him. I gotta respect.
I gotta respect.
I actually like Steph. I wish he wouldn't like it. This wasn't a LeBron time and all that because y'all. I don't know if you remember this. You remember that was one of my favorite teams. Was the Warriors. I had no clue that they was going to end up being. I didn't know they was going to end up becoming the next rival to LeBron. That like totally messed up my life. Like, you know what I mean? Far as sports is concerned.
Yeah, feel something different. That's what happened when you don't got no. I guess that was you trying to make that your first team. I guess because
No, because I was a LeBron fan, and I was also I've always been a 3-point person. Like I love like Reggie Miller. You know, even back in the day, like I was just big like Chris Mullin. You had like all them old school 3-point shooters. You know what I mean? So when Curry came in, and then you had Clay too. Even though I wasn't a huge fan of Clay, I'm like, oh man, this is my dude. And they was in the East and West, so I was gonna have an East and a West team, but
yeah.
Man.
They
definitely changed the trajectory over there. Them boys is tough.
Who was your? I think we kind of already answered this one as far as like dark horses. I don't. Is Golden State considerably a real dark horse, or we kind of look at them different? Like I don't know if I really.
You're damn right. 17.
Because the story of
the dark horse. They gotta be. Because
my dark horse is OKC.
What is he talking about, man? What is you talking about?
My dark horse
favorites.
Man, they've been a favorite. They was number one last year.
In other words, he don't believe none of this right now.
Nah, absolutely
hey, we disrespectful as a mug, bro. We like
bro. To me they got less than a 10% chance of winning the championship.
Now hold on now. Hey, absolutely. Bro, we towards the back end of the pod. And we just now really even giving them attention right now after they put a 50
and that's what I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Like, I know Cass is into gambling and all that, bro. I would have no problem taking any bet that OKC is not. I wish I could bet with Vegas. Like, I want to be the house. Like, I'm betting against. I'm giving odds. I'm giving 4 and 5 to 1 odds that OKC don't win the championship.
Hey, let me tell you something right now. Y'all boys can be that confident if y'all want to. I watched them beat Memphis by 52 points. Yeah. And we're up damn near 80 at one point in the game. And I'm telling you right now, this OKC squad that is now mature, has been in the playoffs a couple of years, revamped their bench, added Alex Caruso, Isaiah Hartenstein, and Shea has learned how to reincarnate himself into who James Harden used to be as far as the refs are concerned. You even touch Shea, he's going to the line.
They're not going to do that. They're not
carry them to the Western Conference Finals.
If they don't blow that whistle like they did when they played the Lakers and the what's the name during the season, like when they got close to the end of the season, if they don't blow that whistle, Shea's not. They're not going to. They live off the whistle. That's what they live
Shea lives off the whistle. Man, it's almost ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
It's giving MVP season James Harden, bro.
It's 100% James Harden, bro. He's shooting 20, 25 free throws a game. I mean, that's crazy, bro. Like that's stupid. Nobody needs that many free throws in life. If LeBron can't get 10 free throws a game, you can't get 20. That's just.
So with that being said, man, which player is like under the most pressure to win it all? Like when you look at the vast, and I really want to more so focus on the new era guys. When you think of the SGAs, the Jason Tatums, Donovan Mitchell, those guys, we know where Bron and Steph or Kevin Durant ain't even in the playoff. As far as that new class of guys, the faces, Luka's and that, you know what I mean?
I think it's between Luka and JT.
Really? Let me give you, and honestly, maybe you ain't think like this because they like right in the wedge between the guys I mentioned and then Bron and them. I would more so think it's between Jokic and Giannis because they're in that spot where
I would say Jokic, but Jokic, I think, gets an out because of his coach. I think nobody will excoriate him this season because of the coach situation. That's the only reason why I give him a pass.
I actually don't think it's any of the new guys. I think it's two old dogs. I think it's between Jimmy Butler and Damian Lillard. You're talking about two guys who at the tail end of their careers and do not have rings, but are decorated veterans who we have tremendous respect for. If Damian Lillard doesn't sniff any type of ring, and Jimmy Butler keeps getting to the show but never completes it, that's gonna be a thing that we'll talk about for.
Let me say this about Jimmy though. I feel like Jimmy is one of them dudes because he's like the greatest consolation winner. Like I mean, like all of his losses are mad respectful. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because I don't like the lose. Yeah, like he ain't never like he don't disappoint. It ain't like you could really say, look, bro, you lost. We lost because of you. He really just runs up against superior teams. Like he lost against my Lakers. He always got to go against Boston or Milwaukee when he was in Miami. You know what I mean? Even right now, he probably gonna have to go against Boston or OKC on his way there. So it's still like, but I feel you if you just trying to be like, yo, as close as you got, like something got to shake. And he's one of those guys that should be able to shake something up in his favor. So I feel you when it comes to that.
He's the only cat. He's the only cat who we give medals to for losing. Yeah. And though he's really like
that's real. It. That's it right there. That's literally it. Yeah.
He's really that guy. He is. Like I watch him. Playoff Jimmy is a real thing. Yeah. Like, does he show up? Does he come through with the heart of a lion and play tough? He's taken my guys out twice on his way to the finals. So don't get me wrong. I know I respect dude, but at the end of the day, we can't keep crowning this cat who can't get it done. Yeah, we got to see you do it. And
playing with three Hall of Famers, this is his greatest opportunity. He better do something with it. But I said
the hate is crazy.
JT. I said who did I say? I said JT and Luka. I said Luka because the LeBron window is closing. You know what I mean? So like this is really your greatest opportunity to stick it to the Mavs. You might get one more year out of decent LeBron. I mean, we can't keep banking on that. You know what I mean? This is your greatest opportunity right now, bro. Y'all had some consistency. Y'all did well. You need to be able to tap back into that. There's no like guaranteed winner. I think at any given night, you can beat every team out there. You know, you can beat OKC. You beat them before. You know, you can beat Boston. You beat them before. So my issue is just like, man, this is the greatest opportunity for you. And then after this, it's going to be ugly, man. Like you really just don't have no guarantees that you're going to have another star alongside you and what that's going to look like. And then JT,
yeah, I got to hear what's up with it. He just won it last year. I got to see what you talk about.
Yeah, bro, but he didn't get the Finals MVP, bro, and he gets no respect, bro. That USA getting benched,
right,
hurt his brand, bro. Yeah, it would have been better for him not even been on the team, bro.
Yeah, no, it's I don't look. Yeah, let me say, I don't believe it can be a world that Jason that even allows to exist where he lets Jalen get into the final MVP. That's some stuff we've never seen. Like right now, I can keep on. Saying. Right now, I can keep on using Steph. Right now, I can keep on using Steph to kind of save a little face for Jason because Steph, at the height he is, has lost Finals MVPs to more inferior players like an Andre Iguodala. Yeah. So it's like, hey, look, y'all keep that same energy for Steph if you're gonna come to Jason with that. But Jason, he can't win another championship.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He cannot. He got to get
that.
You're telling me.
So not only does he need to win,
on the Finals MVP. Honestly,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So he got to win and he got to get the Finals MVP. That's a lot of pressure. You got double.
Fellas, you're telling me if Jason Tatum balls out 28, 29 a game, shows up as JT, but let's say Jaylen Brown's otherworldly, their average is 35, gets Finals MVP. That's a problem?
Oh, I said, at that point, I'm almost.
They're gonna murder him.
Oh yeah, I'm almost. I mean, it's almost gonna be hard for me to be around like doing.
They're gonna murder him, dog. And that's my dude. That's my dude. Like I won't excoriate him. I'm just telling you the disrespect of how people talk about this dude. Yeah, and which is crazy to me because he's from St. Louis. So, bro, it's almost like, bro, like. You don't really talk about cats from St. Louis like that, bro. Like you just don't. People in the rap, every other industry, bro. When you talk about a cat from St. Louis, you don't really mess with them. You know what I mean? You don't talk crazy to them. You don't. But for whatever reason, man, it is almost like the Twilight Zone, bro. They go at this dude like he is the softest dude in the
he's on the spectrum of the. It's like the media with Russ. Like the way that they go at Russ is in a different direction, but the way that they go at him, right, is similar to how they go at.
That don't make sense.
It just don't make sense. Yeah, like Russ ain't a knucklehead. Jason Tatum is clean. He a champion, and still the energy they have for him is like for a guy that is like so underwhelming performing what he's expected to be. Like Zion at the height he came in, don't even get this, and he's struggling to put down donuts. You know what I'm saying? Like Jason just
that's real.
You know what I mean? He just having some hiccups in his on his way to winning. You know what I mean? Like
and I think that's a part of his. I think that's also a part of the pressure for him. Is to be honest, is not just the basketball aspect. It's like he got to win just to get respect by the world.
Yeah.
If you're a two-time champion, though, if you're a two-time champion and you're Jason Tatum. Okay, let's say your boy gets another Finals MVP, but now I'm a two-time champion in this era, bro. Whatever y'all say becomes obsolete, especially if I played well. Like if I played well but just didn't get the Finals MVP, say what y'all want.
Played well last year. I thought the nigga actually got it, man, with that last game.
Kenny, the dude got benched for somebody on his team who played.
Two niggas that was on his team, Drew and
I ain't even talking about.
White.
I'm talking about Derek White, bro. You got benched, bro. Understand
you know what?
this.
Hold on, bro. You know what I need from Jason, bro?
A Hall of Fame coach looked at the roster, bro, the list of names on his roster, and did like this to you.
Yeah, bro. Jason
and wrote in Derek White. They put minutes. They put minutes by Derek White's name.
Yeah, they was tripping.
And for you, they just did this, bro. You're not feeling me. They put a line.
Look at all the props.
Through his name, bro.
Look at the props he got over there. Yeah, bro. I need Jason to have a Will Smith moment, bro. He gonna have to get up and just start smacking on the nigga, bro. Like, bro,
absolutely.
I don't want to send him over the legs, but
man. I'm not for violence, bro. But he gonna have to turn into. And I want people to be themselves. Let me not say this, bro. I feel like it's a sad day where everything you could possibly want for the face of the NBA, and they're not putting the time and backing. I think it is a crime that the NBA is not backing this dude. He's everything you want, dog. Great story. Rose above his environment, came from the mud. Like, I'm talking about clean cut, got his son with him everywhere, like trying to be a great father, family man, no trouble, stays in a freaking condo with his mama in there. Like, bro, come on, bro. Like, this is
Can I be real?
What's that? Let me hear what you got. Come on.
Y'all gonna hate this take. We're gonna wrap it up after this, but y'all gonna hate this take. And it's true though. I mean, no disrespect. He's my guy. I think Jason Tatum is everything you guys said he is. I think Jason Tatum, top 5 talent in the NBA. Clearly NBA champion, clearly facing one of the biggest franchises in the NBA. Also, that we all could agree on, Jason Tatum has had an abundance of commercials and promotion from brands, Gatorade and others that I've seen.
He on TV more than anybody,
right? And rightfully so. You know what this reminds me of? Y'all gonna hate this. I'm just being real though.
Come on, man.
This reminds me of Chloe Bailey.
Follow me real quick. I don't even want to respond to this, bro.
Wait, follow me real quick.
Where is your brain going with this?
Follow me real quick.
Why are you done? I can't even be up for this right now.
Thank you, Kyle. Follow me real quick, because you know music. Chloe Bailey has all of the talent in the world. It's indisputable. Regardless of how you feel about her, all of the talent in the world. Chloe Bailey has the look as well. Chloe Bailey has the look, the talent, the image. They put money, they put a bag behind her singles, all the things. But for some reason, despite all those factors making sense, and even the biggest artist in the world, Beyonce, pushing her, it's almost like they wouldn't buy it, even though it made sense. I feel that way about Jason Tatum. Hold
on. I think this is a very complex conversation.
But they wouldn't buy it.
There's too many variables that are different, bro. First of all, they won't buy it because she's like the remix, broken down version of what already exists, and still don't look as good at what still exists. Beyonce still looks flawless, bro. Like still making the what quote unquote some people favorite country album. You know what I mean? Like she still is so. That doesn't really exist for Jason. Also, Chloe Bailey is running around. Chloe Bailey is running around embracing being the side chicks to many of niggas in the game, bro. Like that's just what it is. Like when you talk about the devalue of her brand.
Before then.
Like my brain, I know too much about that stuff.
Hey, bro, yeah, I actually liked your analogy. I thought it was pretty on point, but you can't be doing that with no music head, bro. Because you're gonna take the analogy to the extreme.
I'm saying, you're right, Kyle, but I'm saying generally though. For some reason, I don't think it's just the fact that the NBA won't get behind him. For some reason, the culture and the media and even like the fans won't say, yes, we affirm this is our guy.
Yeah.
They'll do that with Anthony Edwards. Even before the league started doing it, they just rock with Anthony, how he kind of moves, how he's unapologetically himself, whatever. Jason Tatum has all the elements, but for some reason, they won't. The fans won't be like, yeah, we rock with him, make him like crown.
Now I have a take.
They won't do it.
Now I have a take.
Because I'm almost.
Now I got a take. I think JT needs to take another light-skinned nigga approach.
Here we go. I know where this is going now. This is going to get silly.
He need to take the Drake approach, bro. I just think that's what he need to do, Joe.
Hold on, he needs to break this one down, man.
Hey, bro, he just needs to keep winning, bro. He needs to win and win and win and win and let him hate it because it doesn't matter because you can't beat me. That's the reality. If he takes the Drake approach, then that is what you force people to do. You have to either get down or you lay down. There's no other options. That's why Drake is what he is. So if he needs to learn listen, I'm in a sport where being dark and gritty and grindy and all that kind of stuff, like I am in a sport and in an environment where being light-skinned is going to be an impediment to me. People going to think I'm soft. People going to think I'm weak. People going to think I'm undeserving. I'm going to get unnecessary critique. So what I need to do is be better than everyone and force them to give me my props, bro. Just a reality, bro. Because that's what Drake do, bro. You have no choice.
I can now
deal with it.
Now
deal with it.
Hey, now, Kitty.
That's what JT need to do. Make them deal with it.
Now, Kitty, that's how you actually do a parallel with some music in sports.
That's why they call me the champ, baby. That's why I got these, baby. That's why I got these.
This is why I don't give this nigga few no compliments too, but he started getting crazy with it, man. Look at this.
That's why I got these, baby.
I'm tired, dog.
I'm a champion.
Oh man,
I'm a champion.
Get out of here, bro.
They can't really criticize a nigga that win overwhelmingly, though. I will say that. You know what I'm saying? Because Nokia is top 3 right now on them charts, man. But man.
Fire record.
On the way,
I appreciate that.
On the way out, man, what's up with your boy Nico Harrison, dog? How many more press conferences is he gonna do, bro?
Hey, he's gotta stop talking, bro.
He gotta stop talking.
Bro. You gotta stop talking. Hey, listen, at this point, Nico Harrison should do what every cat does when he's fed up with a job and quit. Because at this point, bro, like they literally. They're forcing him out the door, bro. Yeah, they're forcing him out the door. You got the owner.
They didn't even clap for him.
Making him do an interview. The owner makes you do an interview. Nah, bro, get out of there, bro. It's abuse over there, bro. There's plenty of jobs you can take.
It's their fault too, man. Owners can't do that. It's their fault too.
You think the owner's hiding behind the GM, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah, facts.
100%.
I can
He
feel that,
can't. Can't
man.
no GM, bro. What GM on the planet can make a move without the owner? Now you can
Oh
say maybe
yeah,
not the star player, but not the owner. The owners was cool with that, bro. Absolutely.
yeah. They
Yeah,
just man,
they let him out to dry and die, bro.
The
That's
owner,
not
the
cool.
owner, the owners are just in circles right now where they getting that blitz. They in them circles where people like, man, dog, that's crazy. Like, you know what I mean? When rich people, one thing I tell you about rich people, bro, at that level, as much as you would think they would be above it and not like criticism, bro, it's because they've been so successful, bro. They don't feel like they should ever. They thought they bought their way out of criticism. They don't deal well with it, bro. I'm telling you, they do not deal well with it. So I'm telling you, them owners are in spaces right now where people are like, bro, why did y'all do that? Like, what's wrong with y'all? Like, what kind of business is like questioning they business acumen, bro?
yeah.
Yeah.
But man, on that note, man, shout out to AD, dog. He put up 40 in that elimination game. I'll give him that.
Yeah. Shout out to AB. Shout
I
out
will
today.
give him that, dog. What's up with y'all cats, though, man? Let these cats know if y'all got something going, dog, where to find y'all at, man, and, we'll get up out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, man, my same old, man. The Man Space Podcast. Check me on YouTube, Instagram, also Kyle _Tori _ man, got all my content. I've been reacting to videos, doing a little something new, man, because I'm really trying to help the female audience, man. Even on my Man Space Podcast, a lot of females been hitting me up about questions and just wanting advice and stuff. So I'm using my normal platform for that too. So yeah, man, anything relationship, anything when it comes to marriage, anything in general when it comes to the culture with men and women, like, yeah, I'm like the cross between Hitch and Kevin Samuel, somewhere in the middle.
Well, let them cats know about that. Is it called the Gauntlet, bro? I was telling this cat over here. Your boy picked up the golf clubs for the first time the other day, Kenny G.
Oh, for real? You picked up a golf club? Yeah, man. So I'm in a group called the Gauntlet golf group, man. So it's Gauntlet _golf. Man, check us out, man. We got tons of dope content, golf content for black professionals or just black people in general, trying to expose black people to golf and make it more normative, man, trying to get us in certain spaces we've never been in, environments we never been in, settings we never been in, man. Golf is just a beautiful game, and it's the most challenging, most competitive game you will ever play in your life. That's why all the greats play it. Your Currys, your Jordans, like, your boy quarterback, New England, what was his name? Tom Brady. Golf is that deal, bro. So yeah, man, check out Gauntlet Golf, man. We got some dope content.
Yeah. I was telling the word.
That's what all these are for.
See, look at how many days?
That's what all these.
How many
for,
appearances are these belts are going to get, bro?
All right, man. So quick story, man. So when I first started playing golf, man, when I got hooked up with a group of dudes, they play this tournament 3 times a year. They fly into a city, they play golf, right? So one of them happened to be in St. Louis. I went and played. I was the worst one out there. They was making fun of me, laughing, all that. And I'm a competitive dude. Always been pretty much can rely on my athleticism. So man, at the end of the tournament, dog, I was in last place, and they went and they presented the dude who won with a belt. Custom made, engraved for each tournament, gave it to him. And I just saw it, bro. And I just said, bro, that's gotta be me, man. So I got serious about it. Start practicing 3 days a week, start playing 3 days a week. So within 2 years, I became the #1 player in the tournament. So I won my first championship. And then that 1 led to 2, then 2 led to 3, then 3 led to 4. But I actually cashed in what LeBron said. 4 went to 5, 5 went to 6, and I just won my 7th one, bruh. So I'm 7-time champion. Ain't nobody got 7 chips but me.
This is crazy.
Yeah. So anyway.
And I'm only hyping the cat up more with gunshots.
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So all my joints is up there, and I just won. They just implemented these. I just won my championship ring too, diamond, baby. People.
Has to move the rings now.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you though, dog. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 when it comes to golf. I was telling the word before we got on, athlete or whatever the case may be, grew up playing basketball, playing football, did all the things. Even swinging a baseball bat, it feels there's some type of normality to it. When you pick up a golf club, it's anti-intuitive. You almost have to re-engineer.
You do.
Yeah, you have to re-engineer everything. And so that concept of playing golf was one I enjoyed because I was terrible. But knowing what it takes to play golf was a really dope experience for me. And so I think many people should, if you are listening to this, tap in. I might even start tapping in because it's something I've never experienced in all my years of playing anything. I've never been able to not pick something up fairly decently. It took me a while to even just learn how to properly swing the golf club because it's not, and a baseball swing will actually throw you off. You have to relearn how to do it. It's dope. It's crazy. It's fine.
Yeah, and it's a lot of black, man. I'm telling you right now, man, it's a lot of black, young, like if you want to follow some folks, man, it's a lot of like Roger Steele, young dude, probably y'all age, maybe a little older. Man, he big name now, dog. The PGA, like they starting to take some of these cats, man, a lot of the black dudes and bringing them on the PGA for events, for just, you know what I mean, just to bring in the culture to golf, man. Like they're very welcoming now. Even these two hood dudes on Instagram that I follow, man, all they be saying is nigga and cussing and everything. They brought them to the PGA at the Masters. You know what I'm saying? So like they starting to accept the culture, man.
They giving out like more scholarships to blacks or something. What that look like?
Yeah. Tons of scholarships to blacks, man. He actually locally, man, even here, man, my frat brother Kwame, man, he gives out. He's actually donated to the Lincoln, which is a HBCU here in Missouri, gave to the program, paid for all the scholarships for the kids, golf clubs, like all the stuff, bro. Like, yeah, my golf group, we just donated 7 for guys who some young men who are getting ready to go who've been in the system and they're getting ready to go for job interviews. We just paid for 7 suits, 7 ties, 7 shirts, 7 new pair of shoes, like the whole deal, man. So they ready, man. So yeah, bro, it's for the culture, man. So I'm telling you, man, it's a dope deal.
That's what's up, G. Let them know, Kenny G. What we got out here, man? What you got going over your work?
Yeah, man, a lot of work in the city. So nothing I'm really like publicizing, so to speak. But definitely go follow me at Kenny Klarity. Hold
on, man. You sure you ain't an FBI dog? You love to say that. You know nothing. Stuff under wraps. You know what I mean? I gotta.
It's just more local work, man. It's just more local work. So one of the things that we're trying to do, or one of the things that I'm doing, that is just on a different side of things is, I've been talking to a lot of people about African American culture and how it's made its way out of the Christian space in certain theological spaces, right? And so some of the effort that we've been trying to do is talk to people about what it looks like to uplift our culture within a theological space that has a representation for what it looks like for those who are part of the Christian faith. And so working with, the people who have kind of started this movement. Obviously, you got, Eric Mason at the top. You got dudes like William Deuce Branch, a.k.a. the Ambassador. You got dudes like Trip Lee, et cetera, having these conversations, putting together some material so that what would it look like for a dude who comes from the urban space, who doesn't understand certain theological terms and certain Christian terms and things of that nature, be able to have some type of resource for them that they can pick up and begin to walk through and learn some of these principles, lofty principles even, but in a way that they can understand that fits their contextual narrative. A lot of things are contextualized for the black community. So putting a lot of work and working on that and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's dope.
Yeah, man. Let them cats know where to find you at again. I know I cut you off right quick.
Yeah. So at Kenny Klarity on all platforms, Klarity with a K. Tap in, bro. Tap in. We'll let it get with anybody who chops it up with me and follow me. I'll follow back.
Tap in with these black brothers, man. They be on here playing, but these cats got bread out here, man.
Here we go, bro.
Hey, dog, we still gotta rap, man, about that CHH, that dot, man. Cats gotta lock in.
Yeah. I'm definitely, man, down for all that. We need to get that planned out and knocked out.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. It's your boy, It's Just Word, man. Everywhere, It's Just _word, specifically on IG. Back in the building, man. Episode 29. Feels good, man. As far as things going on with me, nothing too much, just working, man. Keeping head down low, trying to prepare for LA sometime in the near future this year. So still looking forward to that, man. And yeah, man, we finna go ahead and get out here, man. Ain't nothing too going on with me, man. Holla at the kid. Follow these cats. The Word of Clarity Pod everywhere. Make sure y'all follow us. Like, comment, subscribe. We out of here. Chee chee.
Bang, bang.